Hei alle sammen, og velkommen til en ny episode med Nekopara. I dag så er vi tydeligvis utendørs. Vi har nettopp hatt en episode med veldig triste samtaler sammen med Vanilla og Chocolate. Vi vil absolutt ikke ha dem i kaféen, men vi begynner å forstå hvordan kattejenter tenker nå. Og jeg har et håp om at vi lar dem være i kaféen allikevel. That takoyaki seller isn't here today. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. Men så han prøvde å levere den? Nei, men... Nei, ta vare på de! So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home. Sorry, Vanilla. What was it called? Catnip? That sounds about right. That isn't the right word at all. Chokla, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit? Okay, maybe a little bit. No, Chokla is fine. Sorry to worry you, Master. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why we were nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit? In that case, I will go buy something to drink. Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay? Understood. Leave it to me. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chokla. Oh, she's so sad. Se på ansiktet hennes. She's so cute. Precious little thing. The constant sea breeze rustled in the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chokla. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly. Chokla, we'll go home. Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chokla's head. Is it all right if Chocolate calls you sometimes, Master? Yeah. Would it be all right to go visit you as well, Master? Yeah. Master, will you be sure to think about us every day? Is it all right for Chocolate to still call you Master, even if Chocolate is far away from you? Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. Oh, my heart cannot deal. This is too much for my poor little heart. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course, I will. Oh, Master! Chocolate is sorry, Master! I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could. Sniffle. You really are kind, aren't you, Master? I don't really think I'm kind at all. You said the same thing before, didn't you, Master? Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled. Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla were taken home by Master and Shigure-chan? Oh, of course I remember that. Oh. It was a cold day. Oh, det kommer bakgrunnsstøyere! Oh my god, yes! It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. For de var hjemløse katter! Vito, jeg elsker deg! They were still so young, they couldn't even speak yet. It was the day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. Det treffer meg så sykt fordi at Vito omplasseringshund. Han var hjemløs hund på gata. And now he's mine and I love him so much and I can never leave you. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home. We were scared back then because we were in an unfamiliar house with people and cat girls we didn't know. You two couldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure. Yes, you really did make her worry. I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past. Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla had a fever too? I definitely do remember that. Oh, so sweet. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla. Oh my god, they're tiny babies! It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. Oh. And as always, it didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain. No one had realized it that night, but we felt so much pain, anguish, and loneliness. We couldn't speak or move our arms or legs at all. And all we can do was cry, and cry as we kept hoping for someone, anyone, to come and save us. And then, it's alright, I'm with you too, so don't worry. With your big warm hands, you gently rubbed our heads, Master. You kept saying, don't worry, as you stayed by our side, and continued to stroke and comfort both Chocolate and Vanilla. When morning came, you took us to the hospital. You were always by our side. We felt so anxious and helpless. It felt like it was all just lies to us. Oh. Back then, you said the same thing, that you didn't think you were being kind. But if Master hadn't saved us, Chocolate and Vanilla wouldn't be here now. Back then, if Master wasn't by our side, we still wouldn't be able to trust anyone. Thanks to Master, we were able to eat again. We were able to become friends with Shigure-chan and everyone else. That's why, from the day forward, Master became Chocolate's master. It was that day forward that Chocolate began loving her kind master, you know. I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears would fill with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me. That's why, when Chocolate hears that Master won't be around anymore, Chocolate couldn't do anything else but want to go with Master. So Chocolate begged Shigure-san. She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniably sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name. Chocolate guess that cat girls don't really understand when it comes to money and other complex things. Still, no matter what, Chocolate wants to be by Master's side. And Master is having a tough time or is in trouble, somehow Chocolate just knows. Chocolate's just somehow does. Whether it's cleaning, doing the laundry, or cooking, Chocolate would do anything to help. Even if Chocolate can't do it properly right now, Chocolate would absolutely make sure that she'll be able to do things right someday. That's why. Would it be okay to ask for one more favor? Chocolate wants to be with Master. Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow. Hallo, du kan ikke sende de hjem nå. Du må jo ta dem igjen til deg selv. She yearned for me so earnestly, for her to innocently believe in me. There should be no reason for me to be against it. Yes! That day Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. Yes! As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all. We are cat girls, so we're honest with ourselves. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned to at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's side. For me, as long as it is fun, I am fine being with Chocolate. Even if there are hardships, I think I am fine with being with chocolate. After all, it's much more lonely and painful when we can't be together. Vanilla. If we really love you, then even if it's troublesome, we want to be with you. That is a reason to want to be with you. Stuff like whether we'd be happy or not, even though you're our master. Don't you think it's wrong for you to decide that? Besides, when a person important to us is in trouble, that's more reason for us to want to be by their side. We don't know what we can do, but in tough times, we can at least be by your side to cheer you up. That we can do. It was as if her gentle, warm and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Manila deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart. That is probably why Shigure let us follow you, Master. Since Shigure can't go with you, she asked us to go in her stead. Burde det ikke være instead of her? She asked us to go in her stead, Master. That is why, if Master really cares about us, then I believe we should be with you. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Manila's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty. Even if we lived a worry-free life, we would hate it if Master wasn't around. No matter how difficult, Chocolate wants to be together with Master. That's why Chocolate begs you to allow us to be by your side, Master. This is where Chocolate wants to be. She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. There were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss of words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do. Master, does that mean? It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it? Yes, that won't be a problem. Chocolate is happy as long as Master is here with her. Well, Master has finally surrendered. Sometimes people say they hate what they actually love, right? The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all of this from their perspective, it was really simple. Although I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps catgirls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together. Of course! Chocolate is alright even if we don't have fatty tuna for dinner every night. Just occasionally is good enough. For me, A4 grade. Grade is fine as long as it is Matsusaka beef. Fatty meat is the best. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rub their heads, disheveling their hair. Oh, det var et langt kapittel. Er det ikke over enda? Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then? Why is that? Aren't you done with shopping already? We have to go buy that shampoo you guys like, don't we? Oh, Master is so cool. Well, we're at it. Let's buy some Matsusaka beef. Well, today is a celebration, so why not? Yay! A celebration party! Master is so generous, as expected of our Master. Just this once, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life. And together, with a happy and high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took the first steps toward it. Og det var kapittelet. Åh, for et vakkert kapittel. Tusen hjertelig takk for at du så på denne episoden. Dette var en helt utrolig fin episode, eller kapittel da. Fordi hver episode kommer jeg til å dele inn i hvert kapittel, så dette her ble en lang episode. Jeg tror det ble nesten en halvtime. Men det var en utrolig fin historie, rett og slett, et kapittel her. Vi fikk vite litt om bakgrunnen til Chocolate og Vanilla. Vi fikk vite litt om bakgrunnen til forholdet mellom Shigure og oss selv. Ja. Og ja, det var egentlig bare en veldig hyggelig episode. Litt trist, men oh well. Vi ses i hvert fall igjen i neste episode. Jeg er kjempeglad dere. Husk å like denne videoen hvis dere vil se mer Nekopara. Jeg synes i hvert fall at det er en veldig fin serie så langt. Vi har enda ikke kommet til noe nudity eller juiciness, men dette her skal være et hentai game. Apparently. I don't know how bad it is, but let's figure it out together. Vi ses igjen i neste episode. Love you guys. Ha det. Mwah. Let's get it on to your favorite song. The night is young and you got me going on. Every single beat hits my heart so deep. Wanna wrap my arms around you 'cause you sweep me off my feet.